Welcome to Evilive, the live media commentary show that answers the question, does the devil support serial killers and their ilk? Inquiring minds want to know. Subscribe if you're new to the channel because today we are reacting to Paramount Pictures' Scream 6 official trailer. Now, I know a lot of people out there aren't massive... Oh, I've got a weird delay. I normally don't have a delay on my audio video. What the crap? All right. Well, I'm going to move forward with it. Hopefully it's not too distracting. So we're going to be watching the Scream 6 trailer that just released, I don't know, yesterday, today, the day before. I have no idea when. I just noticed it today. So I want to talk about it. I know not everyone's really hot and bothered about the Scream franchise, and I can understand it because 4 was a weird deviation. 3 was not that great. 2 was okay. And 1 was stellar. 5, I thought, did a really good job of bringing us full circle and getting us interested again. So hopefully it's going to be good again. Now, let's watch it here in a second. Before we do, I want to give some notes here. I don't know. I feel like I'm way off here today. So this is directed by Matt Bettinelli and Bettinelli Ulpin and Tyler Gillette. It was written by James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. Busick? I don't know. Released March 10, or will be releasing March 10, 2023, which is actually earlier than I thought it would be. All right. So again, this one is centering around Courteney Cox. So we're going to watch it. We're going to sort of talk about it a little bit. I got a couple notes here about the show. So let's just dive in, shall we? Is that the beginning? Did I? That was a crazy beginning. I think that was not good. Oh, man.
I had this secret. There's a darkness inside of me. It followed me here. And it's gonna keep coming for us. We share a certain history. This isn't like any other Ghostface.
What is this place?
A shrine. We've got to lure him in. We execute him.
Hello.
Let's play a game.
You know you're like the 10th guy to try this, right? It never works out for the dipshit in the mask.
Maybe. But there's never been one like me, Gale. I'm something different.
That's why I'm gonna shoot you in the head.
It's only 4 rounds. You got some more.
You want me. So let's finish this.
Guys?
Oh, man. I'm going to pod this down and just let it go again because we actually skipped over the very, very beginning there. This looks good. I mean, it doesn't... I'm a little bit worried because if you look at Ghostface mask, it's sort of that Halloween Kills look to it. You know what I mean? It's like that dingy, stained, off-white rubber look. And the last thing I want to do is have this connected in any way, even just aesthetically, to Halloween Kills, because that trilogy franchise was just garbage. The first one was okay, but then it just sort of jumped the shark and went crazy. And I liked the cast of the last one, and some of the cast are reprising their roles from the 4th Scream to come back into this, because ultimately this was meant in July 2014. Williamson revealed that Scream 4 was intended to kick off a new trilogy of films, but the film never took off in the way that he had hoped, And so they also said that they would not likely be involved in further entries, as the series director Wes Craven and his team were sort of done with him. But he did come back and do 5, which was great. And so maybe 4, 5, and 6 are going to be that second trilogy that he always wanted, which is kind of interesting. So I'm going to pop this down just a little bit more. The premise of this: the film continues with the survivors of the latest Ghostface killings, sisters Samantha and Tara Carpenter, and twins Chad and Mindy Meeks, leaving Woodsboro behind and starting a new chapter of their lives in New York City, only to again be plagued by a streak of murders by a new Ghostface killer. And so this is all, sort of being drummed up as if it's a new, different killer rather than the same one that we've always sort of known and accepted. I wonder if that's going to have any bearing at all in any of this. But, I don't know. I'm interested, I want to watch this. I want to sort of get a good vibe of it. I think visually, especially in that convenience store, I thought that's a very interesting place to put Ghostface. Ultimately, at this point in the franchise, it's a Halloween costume. It's not like a serial killer's costume. It's just sort of done over and over and over again. So who knows if that's actually going to have any real bearing on how other people perceive, Ghostface in the actual costume itself. Like in this particular instance, him sort of stepping up. And then to see Ghostface use a shotgun, that blows my mind, because, why wouldn't you use whatever tool of destruction you have at your hands? But, it's sort of the vibe of the purity of Ghostface is he has a butcher's knife, like a hunting knife, and that's it. Him walking around with a handgun or a shotgun, like a rifle, I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's a little wonky. Now, sad news, Neve Campbell announced that she will not be returning as Sidney Prescott due to not being pleased with the offer presented to her, making this the first film in the franchise not to feature the actress or character. And that's kind of a bummer, because ultimately, I really wanted Neve Campbell in all of these. It's sort of her, she's the final girl of the entire series, right? And so I want her there in whatever capacity she's possible. Now, Scream 6 is going to feature Gale Weathers as the main character and deal with her relationship with Dewey Riley. That was the original intention. It seems like it's been without Sidney Prescott being in this, then they sort of shifted a little bit. So it's a little bit on Gale Weathers, but it's also a little bit more on the episode 5's heroines. Because ultimately, without Sidney Prescott, why would Gale Weathers, what's her big deal? I don't know. And just the fact that, we lost Dewey in the last film, that was a super bummer. But it was, I don't know, I felt like it was earned. It was awesome. I digged it. Even though the setup of that death could have been executed a lot better, in my opinion, I still did enjoy it. And so I guess all of this is to say 4 was a dumpster fire. 5 I thought was a lot of fun, though flawed. I'm looking forward to this because maybe it'll be as good as 5. And if it's as good as 5, then I'm good to go. Like, I don't need a lot more than that, I'm not picky. All right, so let me go back over here to this screen where you can see my video stutter. This is really bugging me. I'm going to have to work this out. So Courteney Cox is reprising her role as Gale Weathers. Melissa Barrera is Sam Carpenter. Jenna Ortega is Tara Carpenter. Hayden Panettiere is Kirby Reed. Jasmin Savoy Brown is Mindy Meeks-Martin. Mason Gooding is Chad Meeks-Martin. Dermot Mulroney is a police officer, and then it's got a whole bunch of other cast members. And then, of course, reprising the voice acting role of Ghostface is Robert L. Jackson, and we all love his voice as Ghostface because it's dope as hell. Of course, this film is also going to be scored by Brian Tyler, who is returning from Scream 5. And I thought he did a great job scoring the film, so I am looking forward to this. All right, let me know what you guys think. I am pleasantly surprised with the trailer. It's interesting. It's got a little bit of Jason Takes Manhattan vibe. It's got a little bit of Halloween Kills vibe. It is, because it's going out of Woodsboro, I'm sorry, Woodsboro. Westboro Baptist Church. Woodsboro, it's odd, I'll say. And I'm a little bit afraid that it's setting itself up for failure because of that. But I'm hoping, because they did have time to rewrite the script without Neve Campbell in it, maybe they got a good story. Maybe. I don't know. The turnaround's pretty quick from 5 to 6, so fingers crossed, right? All right, let me know what you guys thought, of course, in the comments below. And if you ever wanted to support this channel at all, subscribe, like, comment, share, all that shit. But that is going to do it for this reaction to Scream 6 official trailer. And as always, like it or not, evil spelled backwards is live. So get your asses out there and be evil.